Everyone wants to be untouchable, to feel nothing, to walk through life so armored that nobody can ever stab you, betray you, or break you. And maybe you've whispered that wish to yourself late at night. I just want to stop caring. I just want nothing to hurt me anymore. But here's the paradox. When you finally reach that place, when nothing and nobody can hurt you, it isn't strength. It's emptiness. It's the quiet, irreversible death of everything that made you human. Nothing hurts you anymore, but nothing moves you either. We love to romanticize toughness, don't we? Movies sell us the cold, detached hero who never flinches, never breaks, never cries. We think that's power. But here's the ugly truth. When you stop hurting, it's not because you've transcended pain. It's because you've stopped feeling. You've shut the lights off inside your own house and convinced yourself that makes you safe. But safe from what? Safe? No. Just embalmed. If you can't feel the cut of betrayal, you also can't feel the warmth of love. If you can't cry, you also can't laugh. You don't get to choose which emotions to numb. The shutdown is total. You shut off the electricity in the whole building and wonder why you're living in the dark. And yet, people crave it. Who hasn't fantasized about being untouchable after being betrayed, abandoned, or humiliated? We whisper to ourselves, "I'll never let anyone get that close again. I'll never be weak again." Sounds powerful, right? Congratulations! You finally don't feel anything. Enjoy your new life as a walking tombstone. Nobody can hurt you again because there's nothing left inside to break. Think about it. When was the last time you really felt alive? Not comfortable, not distracted, not scrolling aimlessly. I mean alive. The kind of alive where joy felt almost unbearable, or where grief split you open so wide you didn't know how you'd keep breathing. Those moments hurt, yes, but they were also proof. Proof that you existed. Proof that your heart was still beating. So when you say you don't want to hurt anymore, what you're really asking for is this: to stop existing in any meaningful way, to trade pain for numbness, to swap a broken heart for an empty chest. You can't be broken once you're already hollow. Take the soldier who returns from war. He's seen too much, lost too much. People tell him he's strong because nothing phases him anymore. But strength? No. It's shock. It's the nervous system deciding that feeling is too expensive. He doesn't break down, but he doesn't smile either. The same kids he once would have died to protect, he can't even look them in the eye now. He's safe from being hurt, but he's also safe from being human. Or take the lover betrayed one too many times. At first they rage, they cry, they break. But eventually they go cold. They don't argue anymore. They don't open up anymore. They don't love anymore. Friends call it healing, but it's not. It's surrender. It's the slow rot of shutting the door on life. And yes, nobody can hurt them again, because the one who could be hurt isn't there anymore. Would you rather feel pain or nothing at all? People don't realize how dangerous numbness is. Pain hurts, yes, but pain is a signal. Pain says, something matters here, something is alive. Numbness says nothing. Numbness is a flat line, and a flat line doesn't hurt, it just erases you. Flat lines don't hurt, they just erase you. We live in a culture obsessed with invincibility. Everywhere you turn, the message is the same. Toughen up. Grow a thicker skin. Stop letting things get to you. But nobody tells you the hidden cost. Because the thicker the skin, the less you feel. And at some point, you're not armored anymore. You're embalmed. You're preserving a version of yourself that doesn't even live. Nothing hurts you anymore, but nothing heals you either. That's the final cruel trick. We believe shutting down will protect us, but what it really does is lock us in the wound forever. The pain doesn't go away. We just stop looking at it. And unacknowledged pain doesn't fade. It metastasizes. It becomes bitterness, apathy, detachment. You turned off every light in your house, but the fire is still spreading in the dark. Ask yourself, if you stopped hurting tomorrow completely, would you even recognize yourself? Would your laughter still mean anything? Would your memories still have color? Would your connections still matter? Or would you just drift, untouched, unharmed, and unliving? And here's another question. What's worse? The sting of betrayal or being incapable of ever trusting again? What's worse? The ache of grief or never having anyone you cared enough about to lose? What's worse? Being shattered into pieces or being so empty there's nothing left to shatter? Nobody can hurt you again, but not because you're strong. Because you've already given up the only thing worth protecting. That's the real secret people don't want to hear. Being hurt is not proof of weakness. It's proof of humanity. Every betrayal is proof that you trusted. Every heartbreak is proof that you loved. Every loss is proof that you had something worth losing. You think pain is the enemy, but it's not. It's the receipt that says, yes, you lived. So if you want to never be hurt again, it's simple. Cut yourself off. Feel nothing. Love nothing. Risk nothing. And then watch as nobody breaks you, because you're already broken. Bravo! You did it! You can't be hurt anymore. Relax. You're not living. You're just rehearsing for the grave. And maybe that's what terrifies us most. Not the idea of pain, but the idea of never feeling anything ever again. Because deep down, even in the middle of suffering, even in the middle of heartbreak, we know the truth. The only thing worse than being hurt is being untouchable. I once heard someone say, the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. And that's exactly what this path gives you. Not freedom, not safety, not strength, just indifference. The kind of indifference that doesn't protect you, it erases you. You built walls so tall, you forgot they're also your prison bars. So yes, nobody can hurt you again. But not because you became invincible, not because you conquered pain. The reason is far darker. Nobody can hurt you again because there's nothing left inside to wound. No joy, no hope, no love, just a shell where a human used to be. And if that sounds like freedom to you, ask yourself one final question. Is it really freedom? Or is it the quietest kind of prison?